Albert Einstein once said, if you cannot explain something simply, you don't understand it yourself either. I agree, and that's the motto we're going to utilize throughout this video series as we progress. First of all, let's recap, and let me give you 3 tricks, 3 shortcuts, but don't think for a second we're stopping at shortcuts. No, we're going to figure this out, because I've scoured the internet, I've read forums, I've watched videos, read the comments below those videos, I've read articles and comments below and between those articles. General consensus amongst the populace is that this is too complicated. There's no simple explanation. And I think it's time to demystify this. It's time to figure out, why is there so much mystery? Why do I need to become a freaking chemist to understand this? And we are also going to actually reveal what lubricant to utilize for what material and what's going on there. So we are actually going to figure it out. See, one of the issues is, if you search through the internet, you find actual official sources. Look at this. This is WD-40, one of the most reputable companies that makes lubricants in a form of spray. Everybody knows what WD-40 is, I think. No need to explain. Look at this. They have their blog post, which literally sentence apart contradicts itself. And if we're going to have these issues, how am I supposed to figure it out? See what I mean? How this thing is complicated? It seems that this was made on purpose. Somebody wants to complicate this on purpose. Somebody wants to confuse you. Let me show you the official source. This is WD-40, like I've said. Everybody knows what WD-40 is. Look at this. It says, the application of silicone lubricant is fast and does not attract any dirt or grime. So it's not attracted. Let's read the next sentence from these things. Look at this. A silicone lubricant can be used to lubricate metal thing, all these things. However, dirt and dust tend to stick to silicone lubricant. What? These people are idiots. That's what I meant when I said let's read this thing. These people are idiots. I mean, it seems like you think they are idiots, but they're not. This is done on purpose. They want to confuse you on purpose. Maybe I don't understand the English language, but it seems to me that this is done on purpose. I wasn't born yesterday. So you can see how there's complications here. It's like it's done on purpose. What's going on? I don't know. So let me give you tips and tricks, the shortcuts. First one, the most obvious, and don't get annoyed, but this is the most precise one. It's not really intuitive, but it's precise. And that is, test it out yourself. Take a sacrificial piece, take a certain grease you have, put it on, leave it there for 7 days and see the results. What is going to happen to it? I know it's not, like I've said, it's counterintuitive. It's a drag to have to, because you have to purchase multiple greases. You have to wait for 7 days, so it's not practical, but you're going to get the most accurate results. Experience will give you the accurate result. Sadly, it's not an answer you're looking for. I know, it's not an answer I want. It's annoying. Come on, what kind of answer that is? To test it out myself. Get out of here. But really, that seems to be the most clear way to take this, the most clear approach, where you're going to get the best results, the best answer, that is. You're instantly going to know if something is compatible or not. Just test it out yourself. I know, like I've said, not an answer you're looking for, but let's see if we have any more answers. Let's see what's going on. There is this channel which seems to be doing a good job following the motto of Einstein I've mentioned earlier. Lubrication Explained YouTube channel has a bunch of videos that fairly clearly explain what's going on with lubricants. You can take a look at the videos and you're going to notice, look at this, lubrication types. He's going to explain why use lubricants, what's going on there. So check out his videos. It's a good starting point. Another good video, not a channel, but a good video, maybe a channel is good, I'm not sure, I haven't checked it out, but a video, get out of here. A good video is this one, different types of lubricants, classification, characteristics, properties, application. He explains as well, hold on, let me stop it, why lubricate something, types of lubricants, what they are for. So you're going to see all of these things here. So it's once again, it's a good starting point. So that is a tip number 2. If I do discover more sources of good information, I will share them. However, one thing that I've noticed is there are a bunch of channels on YouTube from companies that sell or manufacture these lubricants, and they make these videos as well. I believe if we check out the channels in general, you're gonna see that, look, we have mag lubricants. These people, all of these channels are actually, they sell lubricants. So they have a couple of videos, but you know, everybody's pulling to their own side, to say so. Everybody wants to sell you a product they have, so they're gonna tell you the characteristics of their product. They're not giving you the general knowledge. You see, what's happening is they make these products, and these products are made out of mostly same material. They just advertise it differently. Really, there's no new formulas, nothing special. Some of these companies try to hide the. Look at this. I'm just scrolling, and you can see how clearly lots of these are actually companies that sell lubricants or maybe manufacture them. So like I've said, they're gonna oversell you their products. They're gonna tell you about their products in these videos. That's not the knowledge I'm looking for. Like I've said, these products that they sell are generally same. So these companies all sell usually the same product. It's just that it's, you know, it's a different packaging, but it's the same thing inside usually. And I don't need to know about their specific products because, like I've said, they oversell it. They try to give you some of these advertisement, you know, thingies. They try to give you some, you know, advertisement statements for you to catch on so you can purchase their lubricants. It's nothing special there going on. So I tend to avoid these channels. Like I've said, they just promote their products. That's what the purpose of their channels are. But channels like Lubrication Explained, he takes an objective approach. He doesn't sell anything. He just wants to teach you about lubricants in general. So you purchase a lubricant, you take a look at the contents, and you instantly know what's going on. That's the general idea that I'm trying to get to, but we'll see. Now, the last trick, so I've given you the first one, which is test it out yourself. The second one is, here are some of the sources of information that I've discovered that seem to be very good. And the third trick is to take a look at compatibility charts, but you will have to understand chemicals. There are a bunch of compatibility charts that are fairly small. There are some that are big. Look at this one. Look at this behemoth. Look at this thing. What's this? What is going on here? And then you have this one. Look at this. Look. All right, this is something. We're getting somewhere. This compatibility chart is going to include a legend, and it's usually these compatibility charts do include legend, and it tells you what exactly is going on. If you see A marking, it's recommended. If you see B, there's going to be minor to moderate effect. What exactly do they mean by minor to moderate effect? What's going to happen? What is it? Just going to become brittle? Is it going? What's going? It's not explained, sadly. See how even if we do find a good explanation, still holes are left to be filled. Anyways, let's continue. C, moderate to severe. U, unsatisfactory. So, and also some of them are blank because there is insufficient data. So check that out. Oh, incredible. So you have a bunch of chemicals, and you can actually take a look at these chemicals. You can take a look at these types of plastic and rubber and whatnot, and you can figure out, are they compatible? I told you earlier how I did find some contradicting information. So I'm not even going to compare these compatibility charts to see if they match, because if you think logically, these compatibility charts should match. If I take a look at two different compatibility charts, they should give me the same information. But do they do that? I'm scared to actually research this, so you'll have to do it on your own. Because really, at that point, the question becomes, who defines reality? Like, how can charts be different? What's going on? Aren't you using the same information? Why is the information different? So that, therefore, because of these questions, potential questions, I'm really scared to compare these compatibility charts. Look, you have these. Yeah, if I compare them, I'm scared I'm going to find different information, and then what's going to happen is all these compatibility charts are going to become obsolete because I cannot trust them. I mean, let's do it. Look at this. We have esters. What is that? I do not know. See, these charts don't explain these things. You have to become a chemist to understand look at this. Hydrocarbons, aliphatic. Hydrocarbons, aromatic. Hydrocarbons, halogenated. Bro, I can barely make up my mind between what is alkaline and acidic. Now you have these things. Get out of here. So look at this. We have esters, and then let's say we have PP plastic. PP plastic esters, it says G. That should mean good. E probably means excellent, F means fair, and N means not good. So if we take a look at PP esters, it says G. It's a good compatibility. Now let's find a different chart. So we see compatible, somewhat compatible, and not compatible. Let's find esters with, where's the PP plastic? polypropylene right there, esters, it says it's somewhat compatible. So we see over there we have good, and here we have somewhat compatible. So maybe it's, they match up to some extent, yes. Let's see different one. So here's a better chart. So it explains something. Look, excellent. 30 days of constant exposure causes no damage. Plastic may tolerate to 30 years. Great. So we have some explanation. See, now we're getting somewhere. Let's read this. Good. Little to no damage after 30 days of constant exposure to the reagent, whatever. Some me and reading, I know. Fair. Some effect after 7 days of constant exposure to Jesus. Reagent. Oh, it's a reagent. Okay. The exposure to reagent. The effect may be crazing, cracking, loss of strength, or discoloration. And then not recommended. Immediate damage may occur. So, okay. So we're understanding. So this is a better chart. Let's compare this one to something else. Here we have material compatibility. Let's take, once again, we have esters. Where's polypropylene? Esters. It's fair. So we see, okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's take a look at polystyrene and esters. It's red. Do we have esters? Which one of these is polystyrene, man? Come on. Okay, so the polystyrene is PS. Wait, not this one, not this. We'll get to this. Hold on. So PS. Do we have PS on the list? Where's the PS, man? Doesn't exist. Okay, let's compare PC, which is... Well, where's that one? The other one that I just checked. PC should be polycarbonate. So let's see what's going on with esters. Polycarbonate, it's red. How about you? Esters, PC, it's red. Okay, seems that these charts match up, which they should, because it's chemistry. It's the reality. It should all be same. So there we go. Hopefully this matches up. That's as far as I'm gonna look. We're good so far. Let's not look anymore. Like I've said, you have this compatibility chart, and it's huge. You have lots of this. So let's take a look at, for example, let me show you something. So there is, for example, the bearings that have... Did you notice how some bearings... Let me show you the image. Did you notice how some of the bearings have this seal that's sort of a plasticky? And then some of them have the seal that's sort of metal. So I was wondering, what is the bearing seal made out of? The standard bearing seal consists of nitrile. It's also known as Buna and rubber. So let's take a look at this big compatibility chart. If you bend your neck a little bit, I know, come on, do it. You watched those Instagram videos, don't, and TikTok videos, don't tell me you haven't bended your, come on. So it says right here, we have Buna N. So here it is. We're looking for the 5th chart right here. So let's take a look at... petroleum right here. So we have brake fluid, non-petroleum. So there's no petroleum there. Let's keep moving on. Here we go. Hydraulic oil, petroleum based, and it seems that it's recommended. So look at this. You can use this oil that's petroleum based on N-Buna, or was it called N-Buna? Buna N type of plastic rubber, whatever it is. Here we have another ones that are petroleum based. Once again, fifth. We're looking for the 5th row, column, whatever. Right here. It's actually recommended. Let's keep moving on, see if we have any more petroleum-based thingies. So here's more. Petroleum, again, A. Petroleum gas, A. Petroleum base, A. So see how it matches. Well, also, look at this. Petroleum oil, crude. And then we have below and above 250 Fahrenheit. Once again, if it's crude, A. Once again, A. But look at this. If it's above, it's not really good, seems to be. Oh, actually, it's unsatisfactory right there. Look at this. But that makes sense if oil is heated up. This is 120 degrees Celsius. So if it's heated up, obviously it's going to melt plastic and stuff like that. That to me seems like general knowledge. The heat will melt plastic and stuff like that. So I'm fine with that. I understand that. I'm just talking about general application. If I just put it on, it's normal condition, normal temperature, about 20, 30 degrees Celsius. What's going to happen? That's what I'm interested in. So you can see how this compatibility chart actually does have lots of stuff going on. So this can be utilized. Look at this. Let's see if we can find silicon. So here we go. Silicon, esters, greases, oils. And here we have, let's see. Well, some plastics. Look at this. Most of the plastic are A graded. Look at this. A. but seems that esters are not good. So what is the ester? What's going on there? See, there's lots of things. You gotta learn the chemistry, man. Jesus. But look at this. Let's at the end. So this is like a third tip that I've given you, the third sort of a shortcut to use these compatibility charts. But check this out. It's not enough to figure this out using all of these methods. You also have to understand and know what material you have. Look at this. There are 7 different types of plastic. And to top it off, the 7th one says other. Oh, other. Huh, how many other ones? So, yeah, is it just a mix of these 6? Or is it other? So you see how even when you find the information, you still are left with questions. But yeah, look at this. You have a bunch of different types of plastic. So yeah, take a crack at that one. But to figure out what plastic you have, you can actually find this symbol on plastic. Sometimes it's engraved, or sometimes you might just find these letters. So that's one helpful tip as well. But sometimes you cannot. So how do we tell what plastic what type of plastic we have? If there is no symbol, no marking, some say you have to burn it, make it float, or whatnot. Jesus Christ, it's incredible. So you can actually search online and you can actually find articles and videos that explain how you can tell plastics apart. So look at this. One of the simplest ways is to carry out a flame test. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's freaking burn everything. Unbelievable. So, but it tells you how it looks like, so you can actually figure it out. It's also going to tell you can actually put it in water, see if it floats or not. That's going to tell you something, and oh my god, it's like so many things. But you can actually take a crack at that one if you want. And to top it off, there's not just different types of plastic, there's different types of rubber. It's not just rubber, you know? There's actually silicon rubber, natural rubber, this other rubber. Oh, incredible. How do I figure this one out? Well, I don't know. Well, once again, research. You have to ask online how to, you'll have to research. That's all. But yeah, so I've given you information that I found so far. It's a crazy world out there. But here's something to at least some type of ground we can stand on. At very least, some shortcuts for now. So you can actually, if you're gonna purchase some type of lubricant, you're gonna have to take a look at their safety data sheet, see what materials there are, what chemicals. So maybe you can then utilize these compatibility charts and figure it out. That's just one, shortcut. But once again, we're going to figure this out. And once I do figure it out, I'll make an ultimate video explaining everything. What I want to know is how can I take a look at the lubricant? Do I look at the packaging? Do I take a look at the safety data sheet? What do I look at that's going to tell me if it's compatible with the material I want to use it on? Just simple concept. But so far, no simple answer. Let's hope some chemists join us, explain it better. Maybe some of the lubricant experts that have the, general experience. And let's see what comes out of it. I want to figure this out. It's really annoying. I constantly get in contact with situations where I need lubrication. So let's figure this out. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in future episodes. Stay good and don't let this confuse you so far. We have these tips and tricks. Let's stick to those for now. And as we go, let's reveal more information. It's not going to be complicated, I hope. Okay, see you soon. Goodbye.